I've got something I want to read to you.
Really?
Yeah. It really makes sense. Do you know that book that I've been reading? It's called, well, there it is, by the wonderful Neil Donald Walsh. It's still alive. This was done in about 95, 97, and it's book 2, a life-changing bestseller. And basically, it should be called Communications with Higher Self. Because basically what he did, he wrote a letter to God, because he was down on his luck, asking him why he doesn't do this, and why has he done that, and why is he down on his luck, why has his wife left him. And basically, he didn't get the automatic writing, but what happened was that he dictated, he heard a voice that answered his questions, and it was from his higher self. And this is utterly amazing. I mean, it's up to you if you want to read it or not. We can't tell you what to do. But some of the stuff in it is absolutely mind-blowing. So on page 133, chapter 10, is going on about governments. And this is really cool. Have a listen to this. This is true of governments everywhere. There are very few governments which do not deliberately mislead their people.
Wow, what a shock.
Really? Deception is part of government.
Yeah.
For very few people would choose to be governed the way they are governed. Few would choose to be governed at all, unless government convinced them that its decisions were for their own good. This is hard convincing for most people. Plainly see the foolishness in government, don't you? So government must see the foolishness in government. So government must lie to at least try to hold the people's loyalty. What? Governments lie?
Well, look at the present one. They've lied from the moment they got in till the moment they go out. So, yeah, that would sound about right.
Government is the perfect betrayer of the accuracy of the axiom that if you lie big enough, long enough, the lie becomes the truth. People in power must never let the public know how they came to power. They fix it, don't they?
Oh, yes.
Shh, don't tell anyone. Nor all they've done and are willing to do to stay there. Truth and politics do and cannot mix.
Well, that's a given, I would suggest that.
Because politics is the art of saying only what it needs to be said, and saying it in just the right way. I believe that not paying tax is immoral. I don't want this to be a witch hunt. Oh dear. Yeah, truth and politics do not and cannot mix, because politics is the art of saying only what needs to be said and saying it in just the right way in order to achieve a desired end. Not all politics are bad, are you joking? But the art of politics is a practical art. It recognises with great candour the psychology of most people. Well, look at the name, government, mind control. It simply notices that most people operate out of self-interest. So politics is the way that people of power seek to convince you that their self-interest is your own. But really, it's not a recession, it's a robbery. Governments understand this. Originally, governments had very limited functions. Their purpose was to simply preserve and protect. Then someone added provide. You notice the local council seems to want to provide everything for us. Doctors, housing, everything.
And keep
It's
an eye on
literally
everything.
got the monopoly on it since 1953. When governments began to be the people's provider as well as the people's protector, governments started creating society rather than preserving it. Great book.
Well, here's an example of what wants someone telling the truth. I don't want this to be a witch hunt for all my paedophile friends.
Did you say paedophile friends?
No, I said pedos!
Debt Free TV, in association with GetOutOfDebtFree.org.